Top 5 Colossal Facts About Whales. 5. The loneliest whale in the world. Scientists have been tracking one whale for the past 20 years, but no one has ever seen it. It is known as the 52 Hz whale because it makes sounds at that frequency. He is the only one who makes sounds on this frequency. His nickname, the loneliest whale in the world, comes from the fact that no one ever answers him. The whale's sounds were first recorded in 1989 using U.S. Navy hydroacoustic receiving antenna arrays, and were subsequently spotted by William Watkins of the Woods Hole Oceanographic Institution in Massachusetts. It has since been tracked throughout the North Pacific, from the coast of California to Alaska. The story of the lone whale is particularly striking for its similarities to some human stories. The lone whale has inspired people to create masterpieces of art, to write songs, and even to write a play. The documentary crew plans to try to find this whale next year, but one of the scientists on the team thinks the whale may not be as lonely as its reputation suggests. It is possible that the creature, which probably has a vocal anomaly, is part of a group of whales with typical voices, and is not a loner at all. 4. Whale breeding farms. The idea of whale breeding farms may seem ridiculous, and most people agree that it is, but that has not stopped several people from proposing to open such farms in all seriousness. In 2002, the Japanese city of Hirado, in Nagasaki Prefecture, announced their intention to enclose the minke whales in a small patch of ocean. They hope to breed the whales in captivity, including using the method of artificial insemination, and eventually plan to open viewing platforms for visitors. Experts expressed that such plans were both unethical and impractical. Like most species, minke whales are migratory animals and travel thousands of miles. It would be incredibly difficult to get them to breed, as well as provide them with enough food. The head of Japan's Cetacean Research Institute, which organizes whaling in Japan, was very enthusiastic about the idea, calling it a dream come true. As it turned out, the dream has not yet been realized. 3. Whale deaths. Even if people don't kill them on purpose, they can be a big problem for whales. Human sonar devices, such as those used to map the ocean floor, confuse whales and cause them to be thrown onto the beach. In 2008, 100 whales stranded in Madagascar. In the official report of the incident, ExxonMobil's sonar system was named as the culprit. The petrochemical company itself has denied the accusations, which it was accused of in its first thorough investigation of the link between the sonar system and the death of the whales. In Ghana, local environmental groups blame the petrochemical industry for an unusually widespread wave of whale deaths, though there is no definitive confirmation. The groups say the whales began dying only with the arrival of oil rigs in the area in 2009. Regardless of who is right in those cases, there is one human activity that everyone agrees harms the whales: transporting cargo. The shipping routes along America's west coast coincide with the migration routes of whale populations, resulting in a growing number of collisions. Since 2001, 60 whales have died from ship collisions off the California coast alone. Ships never sustain significant collision losses. Only whales are always injured or die from collisions. For some species, fewer ship collisions can mean the difference between survival and extinction. 2. The mystery of blue whale songs. The mystery of the lone whale making sounds at 52 Hz is not the only mystery that has emerged from recording whale songs. Another mystery came to light when the staff at Whale Acoustics, a company that specializes in equipment for recording whale songs, realized that they had to reinstall their equipment every year. The problem was that the blue whale's vocalizations were getting deeper and deeper. Whale Acoustics, in collaboration with scientists at the Scripps Institution of Oceanography, examined old recordings and found exactly the same pattern in the 1960s. Biologists just don't know why this is happening. If whales were trying to sing louder to be heard by their fellow whales in spite of the noise created by shipping, they would be singing at a higher pitch. It's also possible that when we started recording whale songs, their population was quite small, because they were nearly extinct in the first half of the 20th century. They probably needed to make sounds at higher frequencies in order to hear each other at greater distances, but population recovery has allowed them to make sounds at lower frequencies. Nevertheless, the same pattern of communication is observed even in those groups of whales that manage to avoid overextermination. Another explanation could be the fact that only male blue whales make singing sounds, so their songs may be related to mating. Because a whale's voice becomes deeper as it grows, only large whales tend to make deep sounds. It is likely that the younger and smaller males simply began to imitate them, causing a chain reaction in which the whales sing with increasingly deeper voices. 1. Whale culture is very advanced. Cetaceans are very intelligent. Dolphins are usually the ones that get good reviews in this area, and it's fair to say that they are quite intelligent and boast one of the highest brain-to-body mass ratios on Earth. However, orcas aren't far behind either. Their brains are the second largest of all marine animals, and their brain-to-body weight ratio is similar to that of chimpanzees. The largest brains on the planet belong to sperm whales, while the largest brain surface area is found in the brains of humpback whales. It goes without saying that whales can do amazing things with this kind of computing power. A study of the complexity and persistence of cultural behavior and vocalization among killer whales has shown that no other animal besides humans and killer whales can boast of such results. In the 1980s, a small group of humpback whales developed a new method of catching prey. Since then, scientists have observed how this method is transmitted through whale social groups and realized that whales learn from each other. Research on sperm whales has shown that they essentially live in multicultural societies. There are 5 different dialects of whale sounds in the South Pacific, and even though whales may clash with each other geographically, they avoid interacting with whales that do not belong to their own clan. Different behaviors are observed in whales making different sounds. In the Galapagos Islands, whales that use 5 clicks in a row swim in a circle close to land, while the group that pauses instead of the 4th click swims in straight lines, further from shore.